So in the previous video, we were able to classify all the local max, local min, and saddle points. Now what we're going to do, we're going to find the relative extremes. Okay, so the relative extremes are mainly going to be my minimum and our maximum value. So we don't really care about our saddle points. So if we go back, we found that 0, 0 was a local max, and we also found that 0, 4 was our local min. So let me write those down. So this is going to be part B. So we know that 0, 0 was our local max, and 0, 4 was our local min, or our relative min. Okay, we don't really care about the saddle points, okay? Because those are gonna be somewhere in between. So yeah, so let's go ahead and plug in all of these values. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna write down our original equation. So f sub xy is equal to y cubed plus 3x squared y minus 6x squared minus 6y squared plus 2. So this was my original equation. So now all we gotta do is just plug in these points to figure out what my value is at these points. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in 0, 0. Okay, so when I plug in 0, 0, what I'm going to get is 0 cubed plus 3 times 0 squared times 0 minus 6 times 0 squared minus 6 times 0 squared plus 2. And if you notice, everything cancels out and all I'm left with is 2. So this one is what we're going to call my relative max. Okay, so that's the maximum point. Okay. So now which one's going to be my minimum point? What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 0, negative 4. So this is my x and this is my y. So this is going to give me what? So I'm going to have 4 cubed plus 3 times 0 squared times 4 minus 6 times 0 squared minus 6 times 4 squared plus 2. This is going to go away. Okay, and what I'm going to be left with is 4 cubed, which is 64, minus, this is going to be 16 times 6, that's going to give me 96, plus 2, and then when I put 64 minus 96 plus 2 into my calculator, I get negative 30. Okay, so this is going to be my relative minimum. Okay, so these are the numbers that are actually my maximums and my minimums. So if I were to draw this in three-dimensional space, then this will be the lowest it would go, and this would be the highest it would go where we have these critical points. Okay, so that's how you do part B. So if you have any questions, just let me know.